This is Avatars Radio News on the Hour. Give us 5 minutes and we'll give you the metaverse.
This is News on the Hour for Monday, January 30th, 2023. I'm Ellen Dragonfire reporting. We've seen so much press coverage and positive reviews of HBO's adaptation of the video game The Last of Us. It's little surprise to report that the show has been renewed for a second season already. This news comes after only 3 of 9 episodes in the first season have been released. It's not unusual for HBO, a cable network that relies on subscription revenue, to renew shows where there's been a lot of critical buzz, and the critical response for The Last of Us has been glowing. However, even for HBO, the timing is surely very early. To get a sample, the first episode is available for a free screening right now on Sky TV's YouTube channel. Dead Space is a disturbing game. One of its most iconic moments is avatars discovering the helpful hint, quote, "cut off their limbs," end quote, scrawled on a wall of blood. But for an avatar who's not into that sort of thing, a new filter in the Dead Space remake will allow them to blur out the worst. Quote, "Motive recognized that some players may choose to avoid seeing certain types of content, typical in horror and gore games," EA's accessibility lead Morgan Baker said in an update on Dead Space accessibility features, and continued with, "So the team wanted to explore potential ways to allow players to control how they view the game's more graphic content," end quote. There are 2 options. The first, a pop-up message describing potentially disturbing content that's about to appear, and another that covers up the visuals of the scene entirely. Quote, "You'll still hear any audio, but a blurring effect will hide the visuals until the scene has played out," end quote, Baker said. Audiophiles here at Avatars Radio do wonder why potential disturbing audio isn't included in the suite of protections, but we gratefully acknowledge this is a step in the right direction, believing that censorship is always in the domain of the consumer and no one else. Looter-shooter MMO Warframe hosted its first dev stream of 2023, with details surrounding their next update, titled Citrene's Last Wish, launching in February, and upcoming quality of life improvements like cross-platform save, trading, account linking, and technical issues that are still being worked on. Citrene's Last Wish heralds in the 50-second Warframe for players to unlock. The content will see players travel to Mars to complete mirror defense missions, while earning Citrene's blueprints to craft the frame. Insider gaming sources have revealed that 2 new Far Cry games are in development at Ubisoft, one presumed to be Far Cry 7 as a single-player experience, and the other a multiplayer-only title. Sources say the titles were intended to be one game initially, known as Project Talisker. The game split in 2 in early development and is believed to have been directed by Dae Hae until after their departure to Blizzard Entertainment last December. Far Cry 7 is now known internally as Project Blackbird, and the multiplayer experience is known as Project Maverick. Both projects are believed to have heavy involvement from Ubisoft Montreal. Insider Gaming understands that the game is pitched as being set in the Alaskan wilderness and is currently an extraction-based shooter with mechanics such as permadeath, a backpack system, contracts, and more. Perhaps that is in response to a PC Gamer survey in 2015 that asked avatars to select their preferred locations for a possible Far Cry follow-up. Insider Gaming sources provided some not-for-publication screenshots showing lootable chests, extraction zones, and more. Phoebe Waller-Bridge is working on the development stages of a new Tomb Raider television series based on the hugely popular series of video games starring the legendary treasure hunting character Lara Croft. Waller-Bridge won't be playing Lara Croft, but the series is coming together under Amazon Studios, resulting from her overall deal with the streaming giant. She will executive produce along with her writing duties, giving her quite a bit of creative freedom. That is all the news on the hour for Monday, January 30th, 2023. Thank you so much for tuning into Avatars Radio, radio of the Avatars.
To read the full articles of today's report, visit us on Discord at www.avatarsradio.rocks on the web.